It is my privilege to introduce Amanda Warner. Thank you. If there's one thing I learned from high school, it is this. Do not take the safe route. That's what I did. I took a lot of AP and honors classes. I studied. I did homework. I made sure not a moment was wasted. Why? Not because I like school. I don't. I simply worked hard these past 4 years because I wanted to have the most options available to me in the future. Paradoxically, though, I decided to make that goal possible by limiting my options in the present. Yeah, it's not exactly logical, but then again, life rarely is. When I first started here at Mayfair, I really didn't like it. Not Mayfair itself necessarily, but just the idea of high school. It's kind of a cliche to call it this, but it really felt like a prison to me. I mean, come on, with 10-foot-high gates and security guards zooming around in golf carts, the comparison does make sense. All we need are striped uniforms, and I hear the school board's working on that. But really, I felt suffocated in high school, like I couldn't make my own decisions, that I always had to follow somebody else's rules. With AP classes came a little more leeway in choice, but only in some areas. We AP kids were always told, this is a college-level course and you'll be treated like college-level students. In reality, though, we got all the work of a college student, but all the respect of a 5-year-old. It was stifling. But as I started to get used to the workload, I found myself responding to the pressure of high school by beginning to put the pressure on myself. I was starting to really let high school turn into my prison. I regret a lot of things over these past few years. Every extra credit assignment, that 1 more hour of studying just to be especially prepared, every Sunday that was devoted entirely to homework. Okay, so I know not everyone can relate to my example, but I probably seem crazy up here. I just may be. But this is a universal lesson. Life requires balance. I spent far too much of my time with academics, at the expense of so many other opportunities. But you may be out of balance in other ways. Extra hours at work, TV, video games, the internet, worrying about the opposite sex, or the same sex. That was a joke! It's not that these things themselves are negative, but they are the only one part of what makes a happy, fulfilling life. You can't just live for one purpose, which sadly is pretty much what I did. And it wasn't even a purpose I care much about. Ironically enough, my academic achievement is the reason I'm even allowed to give this speech right now. But honestly, what price did I pay for this so-called success? I'm not sure, but I suspect I may have missed a few things. The most important lesson here is that we take charge of our own lives. You can't live your life according to others' expectations. We all at one time agonize over oppressing that one important person, be it a potential love interest, our parents, a boss. We think that if we can just get this one person's approval, then our lives will be so much better, we will get so much further. But the truth is, by changing ourselves to please others, we are only holding ourselves back. Don't let yourself be in prison, especially when you're the one doing it. Take chances in life. Don't always choose what is familiar or acceptable. Don't become an accountant because it's a stable career. Become a janitor at the U.S. Embassy in Korea, because hey, why not? A happy life is an adventure, not a formula. And God, after 18 years of math, aren't you so sick of formulas? But now high school is over. 4 of what may have been the best years of our lives are gone, and I'm left wondering if those years would have been a lot better if I had followed my heart instead of my brain more often. You have the power to set yourself free from whatever may be holding you back. Our lives are finally starting, and one thing senior year has made clear to me is that time does not change things. We can't just assume things will improve if we wait. You have to make life better for yourself. Do your own thing, because you simply can't have any self-respect if you're not yourself. So that's it. I'm done with being safe. This fall, I'm going to San Francisco State, not Stanford. I'm not going to be a wealthy doctor, but a starving musician. I'm not worried about being rich, famous, or even successful. Now, I just want to be happy. And I hope all of you do the same. We're finally free, class of 2007. Let's keep it that way. Happy birthday, Mia!
Yeah,